Okay, we're trying this again. Okay. One big long video of a sleeping cat. Hey! Hey! There! We're working! For fuck's sake. We're working. Is it actually posted on Patreon? With no thumbnail, but when you hit it, make sure shit's working. Ah! Wait! Wait, let me see it. Hold that up. See? No, you gotta flip it around so you can see. See? I'm in stereo in my own world. Alright. You can kill that one. I'm gonna give you this one. Now that we have this thing working. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Patreon today, but it is not working well. Oh, sorry. Whoa! I want to introduce you to somebody who's our thumbnail.
Ninja.
His name is not Ninja.
Ninja.
There was a lot of names suggested, but Question Girl also posted him on the Facebook page, and we decided to go with the name Snyder. So this is Snyder. Don't mind his collar. It still says spooky on it. I'll have to get him a new one, but I want to put it on in case he runs outside.
Someone said they were doing server maintenance or something.
Well, hopefully they get it fixed because, yeah, that's some bullshit. Anyway, this guy here, though, was a shelter adoption, and he is my buddy. And I still missed the one we lost, but I wasn't going to, wallow in self-pity for long. So I thought I'd give a shelter cat a chance. And he's only like 12 weeks old. You can see he's pretty chill. He's a chill little guy, sometimes. But if you look, come on, buddy. He's like all black except for that little white. Come here. Little white spot right there. Like little tuft of gray old man hairs. Otherwise, he's all white. And he will literally let you rub his belly. Look at that. Not bad for a little kitten, huh? He already crawls in bed and sleeps, but he also runs around like a crazy man. So we'll put him down and let him go be a kitten if he wants to for a while. Oh, hey. Well, now we got a few people on here. Let me start off the day by saying thank you so much for cleaning up house on clutch number 3. And I want to take a chance to show off the price of that clutch. And somebody did buy it, which is awesome. And that is this thing here. So this is going, and I'm glad this is going to a Patreon home. Captain Hissy Pants, because this is such just a cool snake. You're going to rethink it if you keep hissing at them, but I just really like that. I really like that amount of orange on it. It's going to be such a nice animal. So I'm really glad this is getting to go to a Patreon home, and thank you guys so much for being really cool. As soon as we get some weather cooled off, a lot of you are going to start being ready to ship here very, very soon. A lot of you have multiple snakes. We're going to wait on this. He's had 2 meals. I know, Mr. Cranky Pants. He's probably still a little light, though. Oh, no, 83 grams, 82 grams. So one more meal, he'll be ready to go. And for those of you that have groups, we'll be able to ship them in groups. So start getting that shipped out. We have been in the middle of a heat wave, so we do got to get that to cooperate as well. We've been having temperatures 105, 106 range. It has really sucked ass, and that's abnormal for us. But we'll definitely get some shipping windows here very soon and start getting these guys out to you, which I'm excited about, and I can't wait for. Honestly, because I need a new fucking scale.
Just drop it.
Shut off on its own.
Just drop it.
I've dropped it a number of times because we're going to have more babies come in, and these 2 racks are completely full. This one got converted over to an actual ready-to-go baby rack, and it's filled to here, and I'll need the space. So there is that. That catch clutting you just saw, what a disappointing wreck when it comes to morphs, huh? And really weird because I almost wonder if I can't read my own writing because it looked like I should have waited about 4 or 5 days to cut those after I started getting into them. But they are 58 days long, 59 depending on how you count it. So they were definitely due. It's just everything else has been out way earlier. So I don't know if maybe I just had bad handwriting or something. We'll see. Or if it's just an oddity, maybe they were laid, because due date kind of comes from when those eggs are laid, and I think some females hold them a few days longer. They're going to hatch a few days quicker and vice versa. But they were all having movement. They all look good, and they'll all do just fine. And that's why I do the small flaps, because if you're a little early or way early and you cut a big old flap, that snake doesn't feel as secure, and it's going to have a higher tendency to run out of there on you. We already put them back in the incubator, so that's why they're not sitting up here. They're already back cooking. But I do think the one banana is black pastel. I'm a little bummed there's not more banana in there. And here's the kicker: it's gonna be okay because I have 9 eggs that are gonna be, banana to normal, so we should get a lot of bananas in that. And I also have a clutch coming has banana to pinstripe, and it threw those amazing banana pins last year, just out of this world ones. So I'm really excited about that clutch. And it also is from the same father. All these are from the same father that threw this girl here last year. I know, girly. I know. I said girl, which Eminem, bananas, when you have a mail maker, it's kind of like that Eminem song, Go Crazy, I think is the name of the song, where he's like, get on the dance floor, boy, and shake your ass. Oops, I meant girl. Girl, girl, girl. It's kind of the same thing because everything's a boy, but then you're like, oh, it's a girl. Holy crap. So it's great. If you don't know the song I'm talking about, you should listen to it. It's pretty funny. If you like Eminem, I kind of enjoy him. He cracks me up. But anyway, that's kind of where we're going. The next egg cutting this few months is going to be kind of a dry. And you'll have that. I think I had 2 clutches in June, one of them at the very end of June. So we're not going to have too many cuttings, coming up. But then we'll have like 4 in July. So we'll have a bunch of cuttings, it'll kind of come and go. So it's going to be still a solid good year on that. We also, while I've got you here, did we say we're going to do it Saturday, Kurt, or Sunday? What day are we doing it?
You said Saturday.
I said Saturday. Does Saturday work for you?
I guess.
Where's my shit? Where's my phone at?
I don't know. Where is your phone?
Oh, you're using it. God damn it. I look like a fucking retard now. As long as there's nothing on Saturday that Question Girl says I have to do, and I'll find out soon, we're going to be doing our very next Patreon special sale on Saturday. Okay? Got the snake picked. I said he, so I'm going to tell you this one will be a male, not a female, but it's a pretty cool animal. And we are going to do another special sale for July. So we'll be doing this one early in the month. We did the last one at the end of the month. We boom, boom, kind of too close together. But then we may not have one for a few because the next one won't be till August. But I want to give some of those early paycheck people a shot too, as well as some of those late paychecks kind of bouncing around randomly, which is what you guys voted on. That's what we're doing.
This coming Saturday. So
this coming Saturday.
Is it the 7th?
Something like that, yeah. And that means for you guys and gals on the $50 and $100 tier, be expecting a message. Make sure and check those messages because we'll be shooting you a message telling you what the special is. So you'll get your pre-notice on what the animal is, other than just mail. And yeah, so that is coming. What we may do instead of putting it in a message is I'll probably actually just start putting it in a post. And I can make that post available to just $50 and up subscribers. So only those folks will see it that way. So it won't be a message. I'll do it as a post, and that way I can include a picture of the actual animal. That'll probably be much, much easier on me and you. So how would I do it that way? And that is how that's going to work. So, yes. All right. Anything else we should talk about? And you guys got any questions for me? Please hit us up. This is what we're here for. And that black pastel banana, the reason I want to do more of those, where you at, kitty? There you are. Was because man, oh man. I did not like freckles until this thing. It's just awesome. They make just awesome snakes. But they'll come out and this will kind of fade as they age. They'll have more color in it when they're first born. But you can look, it's all keyhole. And that was what I was seeing in that one that tells me I think it's going to be a black pastel banana. But you're only seeing this much of it too. This is a picture you're getting. So sometimes it's very hard to identify a snake off of just that much of a picture. So we'll see when it comes out for sure, whether it's a black pastel banana or a banana. But I think it's going to be the black pastel variety, which is good.
Jeremy Varnum,
He
asked if he could see his girl, his snake.
Which one's yours? If you remind me what number, and I'll gladly pull it out for you.
Or what is it?
If you have the number. Because I can't look back at the messages and see which number it was because Kurt's got my phone. But yeah, if you'll tell me the number, like the 18030 or whatever, or 02 or whatever, I'll gladly pull it out and show it to you.
Someone asked if 2017 normals.
2000. Oh, yeah. Now I know exactly what we're talking about. Those didn't have numbers. We lost them. We moved. You have 2017 normals. Ooh, man. Ooh. We had one that killed a rodent and didn't eat it on feed night. Just discovered that. So, oh, man. I have to clean that up. And you can see these ones are always hungry. This one's in shed right now, but there is one. And Kurt, you focus on that, and guess what? You get to talk about that for a minute, and you get to talk all about the greatness of the normal and the size, because I have got a not fun job to do.
Well, it looks like she might be going in the shed.
She is in shed. Look at her eyes.
She's in shed.
And here's why I have a not fun job to do. Like I said, that one killed a rodent and didn't eat it. And we have that happen every now and then. Whoa, grossness. So I got to go deposit this in the proper place. That'll bring me up to another point. Something else you want to always keep in your snake room is candles. Okay, I am a big believer in candles. I also like to mix the wet and dry around, especially with her being in shed, because I'll find that part of the cage gets wetter than the other half. So I'll bring that through there, and we'll give her a little bit of a misting while I get her out, since she is going in the shed.
Someone asked if we will be at the Kansas City show this month.
Not this month. We don't have any stock. The reason we don't have any stock is because you guys keep buying it. It's a great problem to have. So I am much happier with you guys buying the stock than me having to take it to a show and sell it. Let me get Jeremy's other snake out. This one is not in shed. Smaller one of the two. Set that there for you. I gotta do a little more cleaning in here because this is the one that killed a rodent and didn't eat it. And it is, well, I removed the rodent. Now I gotta remove a big chunk of the substrate where it was. That's what happens. We fed late the other night. So when I came down through, I checked because I could smell it. And I found what I thought was a culprit, but apparently I have two culprits. And what we'll do a lot of times when we check these snakes when we feed is, we'll check and the snake has it, it's wrapped, it's working on the prey item. We know the prey item's been taken and killed. We stop checking from that point a lot of times. So we don't always notice right away if something gets left. And then I check usually the next day, and I just missed that one, unfortunately. So that was a stinky surprise for me. Good times, right? Anyway, that's all taken care of. And I'm not surprised it did, because if you look right there, it needs to take a big poop. So that's probably why it did not eat. You can see it's ready for...
Someone wants to see 180209. 180209.
There we go. And all I'm doing now is, since it had such a swollen tail, wanted to make sure it wasn't bound up. And with a little bit of pressure, it just pushes that right through. Oh, you're going to hide your head from me now? See, sometimes when we find stuff, you'll get to see me do some of my work live on camera. Okay. Tell you what we're going to do, Kurt. You guys want to see something when I got you on here? Let me show you your other snake first you wanted to see, and then we're going to do a little work. I'm going to show you something that will happen occasionally. This snake didn't eat, so I wonder why it didn't eat, and you look at his tail and you can see his tail swollen up. I think it's having a little bit of trouble passing a stool. So I'm going to do some work on that, and we'll just do it while I got you all here. And Jeremy, that is one of your snakes. You're going to know the outcome right away.
180209.
180209. Let me show that off first, and then we're going to show you how we do that. I'll tell you, one of the amazing things is, I have to move your light, Kurt, how many things the same treatment takes care of. Here is 180209. Now these were born a little bit smaller than a lot of the other babies. Those were smaller clutches, so they're going to have a little bit of growing. But this one is eating good. It has had 2 meals. So it's getting well started and doing wonderful. And you can see the color on that Inchi. Really nice. Really nice. But again, they were a little bit of a smaller baby, so we'll have to grow them up a little bit. But we'll get that out as soon as we can. Put that one back in there. Now, a lot of times, the treatment is going to be the same for a lot of animals. So, Kurt, you stay right here and you show off a few more snakes while I go get the treatment ready. Sorry, putting you on the spot, Kurt, but can't help it.
Let's see. This is Zeus. He's just chilling in his cage. Next one above him is a Mystic Potion. And then we have Xantic. And let's see. Scaleless Head Lemon Blast. He has a hide in there. You can see the missing scales on his head. There we have a female ghost. I believe these are the 20 breeders.
Okay, I am back. And what we want to do, we're going to give it a lukewarm soak. And the whole point of this is avoiding a prolapse. That's what this goal is. You don't want the snake to have a prolapse at all. But it still has to poop some more. And I could just kind of work that out. But the chances of a prolapse would be pretty high. If we can soften that stool up a little bit, that's not going to happen most likely. And you can fix a prolapse too. As a matter of fact, I know Barcheck gets a lot of crap a lot of times for the videos being all like just happy without much information, but that's not always true. There was more of it when he did just snake bites. I learned a lot on there, and now sometimes it is just family stuff, but it's a mixture. He actually did a video really recently with treating prolapse that was top notch. But we're going to try not to have to treat prolapse. So the idea is, lukewarm soak, and again, this is a treatment for so many things. Helps with stuck shed and a lot of stuff. And I know there's some information out there saying you should never bathe your ball python now. That is stupid. This will help to, one, you're going to get some fluid in there around the ass, and that's going to help. And two, it also will help to soften that stool. And, it'll help to get that to relax that sphincter. And we might be able to get a poop out of the snake, and we're going to work it right into that water. It's going to be disgusting. We're going to see if we can't work that pretty well.
Brian Cusco asked if we leave the news table up 24/7.
We don't. Did you see it up now?
Yeah.
It's because we're working on filming a news episode this weekend. I'll go ahead and tell you who our guest is going to be. They reached out to us. It was awesome. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be Deadly Tarantula Girl, which is cool for us because, I'll be honest, I don't know dick about spiders. And it's the first female, YouTube personality we've gotten to have on. And her channel is as big as ours, so it's kind of cool from a different perspective. And one of the things I'm going to ask her is, I know my wife, and Cusco, I'm sure yours probably does too, always gets questions like, oh, you live in a house with that many snakes? And all this kind of crap. And people are like amazed that she would choose to live with my crazy ass having these animals. And, I just don't. I don't know if it works in reverse. So I want to know from Deadly Tarantula Girl, does your husband get like, oh, you live with a girl that has a whole bunch of spiders? Ew. How do you do that? I want to know if he gets that or if this is like, oh, your chick's got spiders. That's pretty fucking cool. I don't know. I'm curious how that is going to be. So, hopefully he gets that out of there pretty good. We'll let that soak in there for about 5 or 10, then we'll give it some light massage and see if we can't make a poop. Things you never thought you'd see. How to make your snake poop. This is actually something I probably should be doing on YouTube itself, but I'm not. So I'm doing it live here, which is kind of scary because if it goes wrong, I look like a total boob. But that is the way it goes, right? All right, anybody else want to see their snake that they've got purchased? We'll gladly show that to you. I got to fill a little bit of time anyway while I wait on this to get good and soaked in there and give it some time to soften that stool before we can kind of start trying to work a big monster shit out of that snake. Ooh, it's not going to be pretty. Not going to be pretty. If not, I'll just show you some things I'm working on. Well, I'll show you this. Come see this. This is something I push this up a little bit. Or I can do this. I don't need as much table stand. I do think she's going to lay eggs for us. I really do. And that is super exciting. That would be her and Glow. Funky ass snake. Again, they're probably not going to prove to be anything genetic. But if they did, you're going to see me do my happy dance. So we're going to be hopeful there. Get some coconut in your water. And then we'll just give you all new water. Because I can. A little humidity for you. That's something I like to do. I do change the water. I'll often pour it in the cage. It helps to add some humidity to the cage. I mean, it's just water. So we'll do that. Slide that back in there.
Yeah, some people said they've seen some of her videos.
Some of whose?
Deadly.
Oh, Deadly Tarantula Girls? Yeah, you know, and she's also into Crotalus, which makes me really happy.
Oh, wait.
Huh? What?
I guess Saturday we can't do that.
Why can't we do it Saturday?
Because I got something going on with Jen.
What do you got going with Jen you forgot about?
My anniversary.
Oh, shit! That's twice we've done that! Shit! What about Sunday?
Sunday's fine.
Jen, I'm sorry. This is on me, too, because I should have known that. Because we were going to go film at a zoo, and then we didn't because of the anniversary. And so, oh, I know a little guy. Or girl. And so now, we're going to do that, but...
So what are you doing?
Right now, I'm just kind of massaging. You can feel it's a really hard poop in there. And we're hoping just to get some of that out of there and to break up, and using some moisture to hopefully help with this without prolapsing it.
Someone said I should write it on the bill of my cap. I don't wear hats.
Kurt doesn't wear hats. Come on, girlie. You can see it's trying to prolapse there with that hard poop. I'll give you a little bit more time to soak it in there. I know. Trying to work it out on her own. This is basically like the same process she'd go through to lay eggs. And let's just soak it a little longer. And here's the kicker. You know, some people would just be like, oh, it's normal. Either it's going to pass or it's not. And not really give a shit. But I do care. My problem is I'm worried she's going to prolapse and trying to poop that out. She hasn't so far. She just sucked her anus back in. We may end up having to let her be and let her crawl around and try to do it on her own too. And come back and redo this again tomorrow evening. This may be a couple treatments because again, my goal is I don't want that to prolapse, but I want that stool to soften to get that out of there. So we'll do our best with her, obviously. See how it's going to go. And here's the other thing. Okay, so this snake here, although it's a normal, it's sold. It's due to be delivered in July, right? And one thing I want you guys to know, this is a good opportunity to talk about it, because just like this, we got an issue going on with this snake. And will it work out well? I don't know. I mean, this is a thing that can cause them an issue, certainly. I mean, the system's too blocked up. Usually they take care of it, but not always. I don't know, more coming out of there. That's good. Get a little urate out. Then, we'll see what happens. But if she doesn't, this is fully guaranteed by us. What we would basically do is we'd reach out to the buyer, who's probably out here watching still, and we'd say, hey, look, this happened. Sucks. It's terrible. We're really sorry. And we either do one of two things, their choice. Either we'd refund their money or we'd exchange it for a different one we've got. But when something's in our care, we're always going to be transparent and upfront. I mean, I could have just went off camera and dealt with all this, but why? Why do that? Why not tell you guys what's going on? I mean, to me, it's a better way of doing things. Not always the easiest. I mean, it sucks to have something like this going on, but it is always the best. I have seen snakes do this on their own before, but I just want to make sure and give her a soak and give her the best opportunity to pass that she could have. Do you have any more questions?
No.
All right, if you guys want anything, let me know. If not, I'm going to let her soak for another 5 minutes, do just a little more massaging, see what happens, and then I'm going to let her crawl around her tub on her own and see if she doesn't take care of it. What causes this? I don't know. I mean, what most likely is going on is they don't digest hair that well, so it's almost like they can get a big ball of hair in there. All that movement she's doing is good. That'll help get that all flowing and bending and breaking down and getting it hopefully out of her butt. They digest everything else. This snake, we've had her since 2017, so she's eaten for us, she's pooped for us, she's done all that for us, she's grown to the size she is for us. So she usually does really good. But for whatever reason, something doesn't want to come out and it kind of backs up in there. And then they get all backed up. By the time you see it, it's, big old thick butt going on. So that is kind of where we're at. And it does. She looks like a pregnant female, just much smaller. And there you can see she's stretching her butt herself. That's what I really want to see. And so hopefully she'll start passing some of that out. And there's a little bit of a turd right there at the very end. Don't prolapse on me, girl. Oh, you're going to do it. Don't do it. And a prolapse isn't just the butt extending like that. It will do that on a big bowel movement. It's when it doesn't go back in. And so my concern is if she pushes that out, it exposes too far, it doesn't go back in. If I see it happen, a lot of times you can just massage it back in and be done. If it's too swollen up, that's when you got to start doing some of the other treatments. And like I say, we'll basically just steal Barczyk's video and use it. So we're going to let her go for a while. Kind of see what she does. And you can see it did not prolapse there. It closed back up. But she is trying to work that bowel movement out. And that is a good thing. So we'll see how she does. The moisture is just to really kind of help kind of grease the wheels, if you will. So anyway. And all they do is, I don't remember what it is they're using. I think it's some kind of, I'll have to go look back on it. But it's just to help reduce the swelling. And then with the swelling reduced, it should go back in and be problem free. So the biggest thing is she's got to get that out at some point in time, or it'll keep her system stopped out. And she most likely will. So, this makes me a worried papa. Of course, I'm always a worried papa. If you've ever watched a snake actually lay eggs, it's amazing how much that stretch can happen and go. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off of here, keep doing a little treatment, and we will catch you all later. Glad Patreon got to be working, and thank you again for being followers of ours. You guys are amazing.